grew up in the church in the denomination of Disciples of Christ. Every Sunday, my family and we attended church, went to Sunday school, and we always wore our Sunday's best. Church was my safe haven as a child, and they became my second family. In 2013, I stepped into the energy realm. I started meditating twice a day, had my chakras balanced, and started to ask more questions about how this energy worked. And I was so curious that in 2014, I attended a conference to learn more. While I was at this conference, I started to learn that we are all energy, and we're all connected through these invisible energy cords that are similar to waves in the ocean that are never ending. And I'll never forget in class on that Saturday afternoon when I finally understood the concept of oneness, that we are all one, and we're all saying the same thing using different words and methods to get there. For example, the Bible says, "Be still and listen," and that's exactly what we do in meditation. When I came home, my relationship with God changed, and my entire life shifted. I invite you over the next few minutes to walk along with me in my enlightenment journey. So, what is enlightenment? Is it a different dimension or realm? Is it a relationship with God, the divine source? Or could it be a shift in perception? A Course in Miracles says a miracle is when you have a shift in perception. What if every minute of every day your perception shifted? Some of you may have seen this picture, and depending on your perception, you may see a young lady, an older woman, or both. So I'm curious, who here, by a show of hands, sees the young lady? Thank you. Who here sees the older woman? And who here sees both? Thank you. Could enlightenment be seeing things from a different perspective? Now let's talk about labels. We humans love labels. We have to label everything. Labels are how we connect and understand our outer world. Labels such as, I am a yogi, I am a teacher, I am an entrepreneur, I am a fill in the blank. We've allowed these labels to define who we are. So what would your outer world look like as you start to shift these labels? And let's talk about the label with a lot of controversy. The label of God. Everyone has a different perspective of who or what God is to them. Some believe that God is human, God is Buddha, God is love, God is energy, God is in heaven, and we humans are here on earth. What if we're all saying the same thing, using a different label to describe the same element known as God? And now it just becomes so uncomfortable because we're so deeply rooted in the belief system we were given as a child. It's too difficult to look at it any other way. So, how can you shift your perspective? One of my favorite ways to shift my perspective is to stretch outside your comfort zone. Yeah, get curious. Ask questions with an open heart and mind. And listen. Listen without judgment. And when was the last time we did any of these things? With a shift in perspective, also has a shift in vibration, energy vibration. Energy is not good nor bad. It vibrates at a higher or lower frequency. The higher the energy vibration, the higher the realm or dimension you align with. So let's play with this energy. Everyone, bring your hands in front of you, shoulder width apart, like you're holding a box, palms facing each other. And start to rub your hands together, causing heat and friction. Get them going. And now bring them back out in front of you, shoulder width apart, and start to move your hands together and away and back together. And can you feel the energy between your hands? Now start to bring the box above your head and do the same thing. Bring your hands together and apart and together again. You guys, you're feeling the size of your crown chakra. So what are these chakras, also pronounced chakras? These are simply energy wheels that run along your spine. They start at the base and they work their way up into the universe. These are the frequencies I mentioned earlier. The first 7 chakras are in the 3rd dimension. Chakras 8 through 14 are in the 4th dimension, and so on. So the key takeaway is the higher your energy frequency, the different dimension or realm you are in. You see, enlightenment isn't a place you go and visit. Enlightenment is a feeling. It's a connection. And when you're reconnected with your inner divine self, that's when the magic happens. And this is what I do. I give you tools to reconnect your inner divine self, reigniting your passions and gifts that sparks your life's purpose. Your inner divine self is your spirit. It's the essence of who you are at your very core. And when you're connected with your inner divine self, your world shifts. You gain awareness and understanding, and you experience your awakening. For the last exercise, please close your eyes. Take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. And start to visualize your life currently. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? And where do you feel it in your body? Do you feel it in your chest, which is your heart chakra? Do you feel it in your gut, which is your solar plexus or your power center? A situation you'd like to be different, and flip the script. Change your perspective on this situation. And again, notice how you feel and where you feel it in your body. Please open your eyes. The unknown can be scary and beautiful and exactly what is needed. I had no idea what to expect when I attended that conference, and my entire life changed. My relationship with God is stronger than ever. I changed my perspective, and I continue to align my energies. Trust in yourself, and trust in God, and trust in your enlightenment. Sending you all much love. Thank you.